stressful, yeah, not being able to get back, but nice to be able to get in this morning.
It's been a little nerve-wracking, just hoping that he'd make it home for this little one.
Walking back and forth to hospital the last couple of days, bringing stuff back and forth to the girlfriend's dad.
There's a car in here somewhere?
The car in there buried. Inside of that there's a truck.
So it was really nice for it to stop by and hear actually the machine taking away the snow in front of my house.
I'm just glad. I mean, the city's doing what they can do. I mean, this is just a crazy storm.
It's been a bit emotional and exhausting, but it's also been fantastic. So I don't think I'd want to be stuck anywhere else.
I've never seen anything like this in my 70 years plus up this way. Never.
All that snow shut down St. John's Airport for 5 days. Well, today it is back in business to the relief of thousands of stranded passengers. We'll bring you their stories coming up.
Good evening and welcome to Here and Now. I'm Anthony Germain. It's day 6 of the state of emergency, and we are now waiting for an update from the mayor to get details on what we can all expect for tomorrow. Peter Cowan is live at the city depot tonight. So Peter, what's going on?
Anthony, we were supposed to get an update about an hour ago from the mayor, and since then it's been radio silence. We know it's been delayed. It'll now be likely around 6:30 before we're able to tell you, because I know everyone wants to know what's going to happen tomorrow. Will they continue to ease some of the restrictions on the state of emergency? And right now, we just don't know. What we do know is that the city has been busy all across St. John's today. They've been getting those blowers out there to try and widen those streets. Many streets are still down to pretty much one lane, and they want to try and get as many of those open as possible, because once those streets are wider, it'll make it easier for people to get around. But we did get an update today from the military, who've been busy helping people shovel out. And we heard from the commanding officer today that they've been flat out. They've got 27 teams that have fanned it out all across the city, and they've taken almost 400 calls, and those calls keep coming in. A lot of people are wondering, how long is the military going to stay? And the answer today was, as long as they're needed.
We keep assessing on a daily basis, but as of this morning, we still have many calls coming in. We had a full day today. All the 27 teams that we have are all on the ground answering calls as we speak. So it's still a very busy day, so we expect that we'll be here for a little while until it slows down.
So we're all waiting here to find out what the mayor is going to decide about what tomorrow will look like in the city of St. John's. I'm here, I'm keeping an eye on it, and as soon as we have details, Anthony, we'll be back to tell you all about it.
All right, Peter, thank you very much. Peter Cowan reporting live from the city depot. And as Peter mentioned, we will head back to him once and if the mayor comes out to make that statement that was anticipated about an hour ago. Other news, big news, St. John's Airport finally reopened after flights were at a standstill for 5 very long days for people. Here now's Carolyn Stokes joins us live once again. So Carolyn, give us a sense of what it's like at the airport this evening.
Well, Anthony, a lot of happy people. Just have a look around. This place is blocked. We just had some flights come in from Toronto and from Halifax, and earlier today it was just as busy here as they add on those extra flights to get people home. And you know, it's not unusual to see dramatic reunions at airports, but I have to say, after this massive storm, the relief from loved ones who have been stranded and separated was especially potent. Just have a look at some of the scenes we saw earlier today. This little girl, so excited, she is running into her dad's arms. Her mother is actually 38 weeks pregnant and has been anxiously waiting for her husband to get home. And a colleague of mine said the emotion at the arrivals gate reminded him of that opening scene in the movie Love Actually, and I can actually really see that. So many happy tears, so much relief. Everyone here has a story to tell. One family was trying to get home from Halifax. Their 5-year-old was there for open heart surgery to fix a defect, and family members were there with a sign saying, "Welcome home, AJ, our heart warrior."
Well, yeah, well, we were ready to come home on Monday, and we had to stay the extra days just to wait to get a flight. We're on the first flight out. Oh my God, it's a relief. We're glad to be home. And most important of all, our little boy's healthy. He's well. His heart's fixed.
Well,
it was pretty nerve-wracking. I was just hoping that I wouldn't go into labor. My husband works in Africa and ended up stuck in Toronto for 5 days. So it's been a little nerve-wracking, just hoping that he'd make it home for this little one. It's just a relief, and now I'm ready. Come on, baby, let's go.
Yes, the airlines have put on additional flights, of course, to try to, relieve this backlog of passengers that have been building up. The CEO of St. John's International Airport spoke with the media today. He says that they've been working closely with the airlines and the city of St. John's to try to get operations back to normal.
We'll certainly see a couple of thousand passengers roughly inbound and outbound with the upgauge of aircraft and some extra flights that have been added.
What's been the biggest challenge since the snow started to fall on Friday?
Well, definitely keeping ahead of the snow. Our crews have worked very hard and tirelessly all throughout the event to the extent that they could to try to keep the airfield open and keep all the roadways and parking lots open and basically be ready for when the state of emergency was lifted.
Has the airport ever been closed for this long before?
Not in my recollection. It's been quite a while since the airfield has actually been closed, and certainly this one is unprecedented.
And you can see so much traffic going to and from the airport right now. But with the state of emergency still in effect, some people are wondering, how are we supposed to get to and from the airport? Are we allowed to drive? And Avery addressed that this afternoon. He said that they've been consulting with the city, and yes, you are permitted to drive your own vehicle to the airport, but they are strongly encouraging people to carpool, to take a taxi. And earlier today, I spoke with one woman who was actually offering a free ride to people to and from the airport. We'll hear more from her a little later in the newscast. Anthony?
Well, the good news is the weather today was pretty nice for those flights. Didn't see any weather delays finally, but we are still looking at some chilly temperatures. We did see some chilly temperatures this morning. We're going to see a little bit of a slight warm up, and then things are going to drop again as we head through the next couple of days. Still looking at the chance of some flurries and then across parts of the province, and then some snow is on the way for the west coast as well. We could see some accumulation between tonight and then continuing through the day tomorrow. So I'll have all those details coming up. Anthony?
Thanks, Ashley. A resident of the Battery area of St. John's is praising firefighters, city crews, as well as volunteers tonight for their monumental efforts to help after Friday's blizzard triggered an avalanche behind his home. Here now's Mark Quinn with that story.
It was a vicious storm. I mean, it was really ridiculous. An next door neighbor, Isabel, was sitting inside with her wood stove and doing a jigsaw puzzle, and there's a snow slump that came down here and hit the back of the house and came in the kitchen window.
Thankfully, no one was hurt, but there were 3 feet of snow inside the house. It spread across the kitchen and living room floors while the storm continued to rage outside. But they didn't expect what happened next.
3 abominable snowmen appeared at the bottom of the stairs in the teeth of the gale, and they were 3 firemen who had been only able to get their vehicle as far as the bottom of Signal Hill Road, and they walked in through waist-deep snow all the way out here, God love them, with shovels.
Together they shoveled out the inside of the house, but once the storm finally ended, they were still trapped by massive drifts outside.
Still impassable. And then yesterday, at about 3 o'clock, we heard some voices, and there was a crowd of people with shovels down there, including a novelist, a playwright, an actor, a musician, an organic farmer, and a bunch of other friends and ne'er-do-wells, and neighbors. And they turned up with shovels to shovel us out. I mean, a small army of shovelers. Not the army, but an arts army.
And the help didn't end there. City of St. John's snow clearing crews were next, clearing access for the whole Battery area.
And moved a ton of snow. So now you can get down here. And our cars are shoveled out.
Now there's just one last problem. Brooke's chicken coop is still under feet of snow, and there are chickens on the loose.
Oh, look, she's standing up. Anyway, I have to get those 2 chickens in. That's the main thing. Yeah, so I got to work on my chicken noises. Chook, 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 chook. See, it makes no difference at all. Pays no attention. Chook, 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 chook. Oh, maybe. Chook, 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 chook.
Mark Quinn, CBC News, St. John's.
Chook, 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 chook. Come on.
Stubborn chicken. Well, after some confusion, St. John's food banks were finally allowed to open today, but with a state of emergency still in effect, not all of them were able to serve people in need. Mayor Danny Breen says delays were caused by all of the difficulties with snow removal. Now, in Mount Pearl, one restaurant owner has been devoting her days to giving back. The Sweet Newfie Kitchen has collected dozens of bags of donated food for those people who do need the food. It also organized deliveries for people who couldn't make it to the store in person. More than 30 food hampers were distributed today alone, and 8 truckloads of donations were sent to St. Vincent de Paul, as well as Mary Queen of the World food banks.
Today I spent a lot of time on the phone with seniors who hadn't eaten in days, who screeched and bawled and couldn't believe that we were able to help them. I was leaving the shop at 7:30. There was a knock on the side door, and it was an elderly couple who hadn't eaten a hot meal in 3 days. Of course, let them in, fed them, gave them some food, donations to take home with them. Actually drove them home because they walked an hour from the other side of Mount Pearl to get here.
Well, meanwhile, some parts of the province are now experiencing a shortage of food, and that's because most of it is distributed from St. John's. Now, those delivery trucks have been parked during this state of emergency. OceanX alone says it has 3 shiploads of containers that are waiting to be moved.
Right now, the key to getting St. John's back to normal is removing all of this snow, and there is a massive operation going street to street to make that happen. And for people who live here, this is a sight for snowy eyes.
We finally got out yesterday. I was climbing a snowbank to get in and out.
We'll tell you more coming up.
Well, while the state of emergency in St. John's is still in effect, some feel that there is an end in sight. More businesses were open today, and as Here Now Cease Here reports, there no longer seems to be the same sense of panic. Now, we should have that item for you in just a moment. Now, as businesses do begin to reopen, one major issue does arise. How do people get to stores safely? Well, for those navigating the stogged streets, it's a real challenge, whether you're on foot or behind the wheel. Here's our Meg Roberts now with more.
It looks like we're finally able to see some light at the end of a very long tunnel when it comes to getting back to our normal lives, but there's still lots of work to be done, especially when it comes to the roads. I spoke with people on the streets today about how they're staying safe.
It's a tough squeeze here in Kenmount Terrace, and it's the same scene happening all across the city. Roads that aren't wide enough for 2 lanes of traffic are causing trouble for both vehicles and pedestrians.
There's enough room on this street basically to park on the side of the road and for 2 lanes to go up. So yeah, it's pretty narrow right now.
Regardless of road conditions, Jeanette Miranda has walked around her neighborhood every day to combat that cabin fever. She says the street isn't in great shape, but there are ways she tries to keep safe.
Well, make sure that you're keeping an eye on the road and where you're stepping. Make sure you're aware of the cars that are coming. Make sure you're walking on the opposite side of the street so you can see them coming, so you have time to get out of the way.
Miranda says she has not come across any close calls with vehicles, but says travelers have to remain patient, which is exactly what a driving safety instructor is warning people to do. Rudy Singleton says he's seen speeds too high for these road conditions.
We've got to drive and use this bit of roadway cooperatively. It can't be competitive on the part of the pedestrian or the driver. Everybody's got to remember that these are different situations, so things have to be done differently. If you're coming down the street and your visibility is restricted, well, you do not know what's around that corner. So guess what? You got to be prepared for it. So you got to have your speed at such a level that you are able to stop within your line of sight.
The mayor says all of the 4-lane roads in the city have been widened and are operational. All the other streets have been cut at least once. Now, obviously, there's no shortage of snow left to be cleared. Meg Roberts, CBC News, St. John's.
I mentioned that Cease Here had a report indicating that the panic seems to be subsiding. Here's Cease Here.
Day and night is how to describe the difference outside grocery stores in St. John's. Yesterday's pandemonium, when thousands swarmed supermarkets for the 8-hour opening, is a distant memory today. Yesterday, Boris Jensen turned around and went home because the Sobeys on Ropewalk Lane was closed.
And what's it like in there now?
Not bad. It's not very, very busy.
And did you get everything you needed?
Oh, yes, and then some.
And gas stations are now open. The earlier restriction of only opening for emergency fuel for snow clearing is gone. However, people don't appear to be rushing in to fill up. Pharmacies open for 8 hours are busy filling prescriptions, keeping some people out of emergency rooms. And another first, since the state of emergency was declared in St. John's on Friday, the delivery of home heating fuel was allowed. Big oil trucks with full loads of home heating fuel lumbering their way through neighborhoods.
These guys are used to slippery, cold, and adverse road conditions. So for them, it's kind of another day in the office.
Hayward says they have 5 trucks out in St. John's, and each can make about 120 deliveries in a day. Getting around the city, he says, is still a bit slow going, and he says they're only slightly behind.
We ask our customers to, clear the path to the oil tank as best they can for our delivery drivers, and certainly be sure to remove any obstacles and any overhead icicles that could fall and pierce oil lines.
As for outside St. John's, Hayward says customers in those communities have gotten oil because the states of emergency have been lifted. Cease Hare, CBC News, St. John's.
We're in a bit of a spot here.
Well, yeah, it's going to take quite a bit just to dig out the channel.
And we have boats, again, that are overwintering here from as far away as Belgium and the US, Norway, and then they'll be coming back this spring, and so a lot of work's got to be done over the next couple of months.
This weather update is brought to you by the NL 511 app. Know before you go. Check road conditions, highway cameras, and the provincial plow tracker with the NL 511 app.
Get to the weather in a moment, but if one thing this whole blizzard has sort of made obvious is the useful side of social media.
Oh, yes,
the
absolutely.
nasty side as well, but more of it, really more useful. And there's been humor, of course, jokes on Twitter and Facebook about whether it's time for another Newfoundland-inspired Broadway musical. Tina Madigan Mayer shared this idea. Instead of Come From Away, it's time for Stay Where You're At. There you go, a new musical.
That's so
as if you had a choice.
You don't have a choice.
A new musical from the Newfoundlanders that survived Snowmageddon 2020. Did I pronounce that right?
You did.
Okay. I've heard some people had problems with it.
Yeah.
Snowmageddon.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
It does.
Yeah.
I did the same thing with Behemoth. I said Behemoth.
Behemoth? Oh.
You've never heard the word, only seen it written.
Yeah, I know. So it's the epitome of. Yeah,
that's right. Exactly.
All right, we're sliding off the rails here.
We are.
Back on the weather track.
You know what slid off the rails though last night?
What?
The temperatures. It was cold.
Freezing.
Yeah, it was freezing last night down to, let's take a look at those temperatures just to show you. -16 was the overnight low in St. John's. And around the area, so St. John's West was down to -20 point, I believe it was 1 or maybe 20.6. But anyway, it was the coldest temperature that has been recorded since February 9th, 1994. So it has been quite chilly up through Labrador as well, -26 in Lab City, -27 in Happy Valley Goose Bay. If we take a look at those temperatures today, they've recovered quite nicely up to -7 in the St. John's area. Temperatures in the minus single digits across the board. Gander just barely, just sitting at about -10 as your afternoon high tonight. Now that is going to be pretty much the temperature for at least the east anyway as we head through the next 12 hours. Temperatures aren't going to move too much. We don't have a whole lot on the go other than some snow moving in from the west for Labrador, and that's going to head towards the island as we head into the evening, not from the same system, but still looking at that potential for some flurries. And then also the other thing to note with these temperatures, the reason why we're seeing the warmer temperatures is a low that's just sitting offshore, and it looks like it's going to make its way close, but not too close, which means we're still looking at the potential for some flurries. Shouldn't see any accumulation with it, but just keep in mind that that's where we're seeing that cloud cover from. Otherwise, we're looking at that snow moving in across the west, and then moving into central Labrador by the time the early morning hours rolls around. And then some persistent snow expected for, there's that low offshore, and then some expected flurries along the west coast, which will continue into the early morning hours. So here's what we'll be sitting temperature-wise. Again, staying pretty around -6 for St. John. So the temperatures are actually going to climb as we head through the overnight. Otherwise, dipping into the potential -20s for the areas in central, especially in those low-lying areas. And that's because we should see some plenty of clear skies as we head through the night tonight. -9 for Happy Valley Goose Bay, so it's going to stay warm for you, mild for Lab City as well. These are the temperatures as we head towards the morning hours, so they are going to continue to rise through the night. That low should move offshore, and then we should see some clearing skies through the day for parts of the eastern Newfoundland. And then again, those persistent onshore flurries look like they're going to continue for the west coast. Some of the accumulations could near 5 to 10 centimeters of snow, maybe even upwards of about 15 centimeters by the time that's all said and done into the evening hours on Thursday. South coast could also pick up a few flurries. And then as we head through the day, we'll start to see some increasing cloud, and with that, the potential for some flurries as well. So temperatures tomorrow sitting in the minus single digits, pretty much where we're sitting right now. -5 for St. John's, northwesterlies 30 to 50 kilometers per hour. Sunshine as you head towards Bonavista, Clarenville, parts of central as well in those minus single digits. There's that snow I was mentioning, but temperatures quite mild, anywhere from -1 to -3, with winds just a little breezy, about 20 kilometers per hour. Start to get into some of those warmer temperatures finally up through Labrador as well. -6 for Cartwright, -3 for Happy Valley Goose Bay, and Lab City sitting at -6. Now don't get used to these temperatures because they are going to drop as we head through the next couple of days. I'll have all those details coming up.
Well, the snow removal effort continued today in Mount Pearl. Now, that city has temporarily lifted its state of emergency during daytime hours, but it is back in place overnight. And like everywhere else on the Avalon, there is still a lot of snow for all of those busy crews to clear away.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
A lot of people still digging out their cars and vehicles. You may be one of those people. Kelly Denine has some safety advice that might come in handy and be helpful to you. So Kelly, let's start with the back of the vehicle, I guess.
Sure. One of the most important things that you can check on a vehicle before you move it out of the snow is that your tailpipe is not encased in snow. The reason for that is you don't want carbon monoxide to start bailing into your vehicle if there's nowhere for it to get out.
Right. Okay, so there you go. Make sure the exhaust is clear. Down at the bottom, the tires.
It's very important that you clear as much snow as you can from inside of your wheels. The main reason for this is your brakes can't work freely if they're completely encased in snow. Pistons in the caliper can't move back and forth. It's very hard to get in there to move the snow, but you're going to have to try your best to dig it out with your hand or even a snow brush.
Yeah, it's true. And also, you look at some of the storm coverage, people had a little crack in the window open, their cars filled up with snow, so you might forget that all that snow has accumulated in your vehicle. All right, and Kelly, as we get to the front of the vehicle, should we pop this thing open?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that you got to remember before you start up your car is that your windshield wipers are completely free from the snow and that you've removed them from the windshield. If you turn them on before then, you risk stripping out your wiper linkage or causing problems with your wiper motor that could end up in costly repairs that cost as much as $400 or $500.
Yeah, I've been there with the wiper motor. You know what? The good thing is that only happens once.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let you do the honors.
This one is pretty good. We actually cleaned it out yesterday, but it's very important that you make sure that all of the snow has been removed from the engine compartment before you start it up so you don't end up with an engine fire. I was also speaking to the folks at R&D Towing who mentioned that one of the main reasons they've been towing vehicles is because of snow getting stuck down in the belt or into the fan, causing the belts to end up getting ripped off. That's an easy repair that you shouldn't have to do if you just spend a couple of minutes cleaning it out.
All right, so basically, don't assume, even as you dig out your car, that it's completely cleared up because the snow might have got up inside, it might be inside your tires, and it might be blocking your exhaust, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to back out without moving snow from underneath your car because you could end up ripping a muffler or anything off the bottom of the vehicle, and it's just so expensive to get things like that repaired these days.
All right, excellent advice and wisdom. Kelly, appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Going to shift from cars to planes now. Carolyn Stokes, my co-host, is there. I hope you're not thinking about ditching all this snow and flying south on us. Are you tempted to leave?
Leave? No way. I'm not going anywhere. This has been such an incredible experience over the past few days. I think that some people are kind of jealous that they weren't here. And a lot of people today that I was talking to were particularly jealous that they didn't make it home in time. You can see the airport right now is fairly quiet. There's a little bit of a lull happening as people are just filtering through, but I spoke with a lot of relieved and happy people this afternoon. Just have a look.
To visit Julie. I live in London, England, and so on Thursday I flew into Toronto, and I've been trying to get out each day, so feel really lucky.
So I own a business, so it worked out for me because I have a commercial vehicle, so I could come in. So what I did was I offered free rides to anybody out my way to the airport, and a few people availed of that this morning, and now I'm taking a couple of people back with me, including my friend. So yeah, no charge, of course, right? Just I'm out this way, so here, I'll bring you back home.
So you're just getting in from Halifax?
Yeah, so I was stuck there for a few days, and the kids were home, so.
Okay, and what do you think of all of the snow out there?
Good. It was 6 feet at the foot of my house.
Oh my goodness. What was it like for you being away from home while this storm was going on and having your boys here?
It was a little stressful, yeah, not being able to get back, but nice to be able to get in this morning.
It's been a bit emotional and exhausting, but it's also been fantastic. So I don't think I'd want to be stuck anywhere else, to be fair.
Hotel staff and the restaurant staff, they really came together. They pooled their resources and they went above and beyond. They were just as stranded as we were, and they kept their smiles on every day.
We're snowboarding here with the Burton Snowboards team, using the local hills and whatever we could find to get the bases on. Today we're going to try to go to Burlington, Vermont, and then leave for Japan the next day. They'd never seen anything like this, you know, being in a hurricane made out of snow, so it was quite thrilling. And it made our trip actually better because we stayed a little bit longer, hung out with the community more, and did some more snowboarding.
To pick up my friend from Toronto, and it was lovely driving in. The highway was perfect. Till we got to St. John's, you get the narrow roads, right?
Right. Where did you drive in from?
Clairvaux.
We're supposed to fly home on Sunday, and Sunday became today.
So you didn't see any of the storm or anything? You dodged it?
Totally dodged it. So hopefully everything is shoveled out by the time we get home now, and we're good.
Are you happy to be home even though it's a bit of a mess out there?
Absolutely. Look at the puppies and the kids, and absolutely.
I've been here through all of it, just waiting for him to come home. Everybody helped shovel, and the kids had fun, so it was good.
I'd say you're in for a bit of a shock when you walk out these doors.
I would say. Can't wait. It should be fun.
And no doubt a lot of people in for a shock when they get here this evening. There are 9 flights scheduled to land here at St. John's International Airport tonight. Reporting live, I'm Carolyn Stokes for Here and Now.
Well, here in Kilbride, that's the roof of this house. This is all the snow. And that's Steve and his car. And he's working pretty hard like everybody out here. Stay tuned.
Well, let's go live now to the St. John's City Depot for an update from the mayor of the city of St. John's. You see there, Danny Breen, speaking with reporters. And he should be starting shortly. As we mentioned earlier, the news conference was supposed to begin at, I think, 5 o'clock Island time. That did not happen. And so now the mayor is ready to speak.
State of emergency for the city?
Yes, well, first of all, the state of emergency will remain in effect. It will remain in effect, we expect, until Saturday morning at 6 a.m. The exceptions that have been noted have been amended somewhat. Individuals who live in St. John's but work in other municipalities are now permitted to travel to their work outside St. John's. All medical, health, and dental practitioners are now permitted to open as of 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. And veterinarians are permitted to open as of 8 a.m. on tomorrow morning, Thursday morning. So those are all the other exceptions remain in place, and those are the changes to the ones that are there.
So
why not
bringing to lifting these restrictions?
Well, what we've heard a lot of commentary around particularly people that live in St. John's and work outside St. John's. And I think it's identified to us one of the challenges with the state of emergency regulations and guidelines that are in place. We're a region. 35 years ago, it wasn't an issue. Today, it's become a major issue for us because the city has changed, the region has changed, and we really need to modernize our state of emergency regulations and processes.
What about repair people, for example? You may have someone whose pipes have frozen or the sewer's backed up and their furnace isn't working.
If somebody is having an emergency like that, they need people to go there. That will be an emergency service that they can attend to.
What about hotels? Because we've had some hotels where the staff have been there since Friday. They're not covered under the exemption, and they have to look after the people that are staying there.
I believe we can change employees at the hotels. That just has to be processed by us, but you can change employees, staff employees in those situations.
So is that to call 311 for that?
Yes. Yeah.
Mayor,
are you feeling pressure from businesses?
You know, that's a very good question, Ben. This is very challenging for businesses. It's very challenging for people working in the city. And I have a lot of sympathy for people that are adversely affected by this. But after our discussions today, and we had a real good look at the city, the work that's been done, it's been a lot of fantastic work done, and we're getting there. But we don't feel that the streets are at the safety level that we need to be in order to take off the state of emergency right now. And given that, safety is priority one, and we have to make sure that the streets are safe for our drivers and for our pedestrians as we move forward. So we're not at that point yet. We've done a lot of great work. Our staff have done phenomenal work. And with the increased amount of equipment that we've gotten from our partners, our municipal partners, the province and private companies, we're making great inroads. But we're not there yet, and we're not in a position to take it off and sacrifice the safety of the residents of the city.
There's Mayor Danny Breen, as you can see, speaking live. The news there that the state of emergency will not be lifted in its entirety until Saturday morning at 6 o'clock. Of course, you can get all details of what the mayor is saying. Our Peter Cowan is there. You can check out our website later, cbc.ca/NL. Now, of course, the biggest obstacle to getting St. John's back to normal, as the mayor says he wants to do, well, you see the reason it's piled high on just about every street. Crews are working around the clock to widen the roads. There's convoys of dump trucks hauling the snow to St. John's Harbor. And when that convoy rolls through a neighborhood, neighbors are celebrating. Here now, Zach Gowdy with that story.
A convoy of dump trucks can't normally be described as a thing of beauty, but for people on Prince of Wales Street, it's the sight they've been waiting for.
It was really nice for it to stop by and hear actually the machine taking away the snow in front of my house.
Like so many here, Mandy Strickland had been holding off shoveling the mountain of ice blocking her driveway, hoping that snow removal crews would come by and do in minutes what would have taken her hours. This morning, it finally happened.
I think it was about 3 or 4 feet of the wall that they took away, but that's exactly why we didn't shovel ourselves out, because we figured we would have doubled our work.
People watched from their windows as the slow parade of heavy equipment passed by. In its wake, a street once again wide enough for 2 cars. After days of snowmageddon, normal is what looks strange.
Oh, it's shocking.
It's shocking, and the banks are even more distinct. Like because you can see where the road actually is, so you can see just how high the snow is. It's unbelievable.
Feels great. It's been a long 5 days, and we're just happy to see it finally coming to an end. Hopefully get back to work soon and back to normal as well.
Does this feel like a big step towards getting back to normal?
Huge step, big relief.
Here's where much of that snow is going. One at a time, the dump trucks are emptying their loads into St. John's Harbor. The federal government lifted a ban on dumping snow in the harbor to help the city dig out as quickly as possible. But while people on Prince of Wales Street were celebrating the snow removal, just around the corner on Adams Avenue, the convoy rolled right past them. Doug French is wondering how much more he can do with just a shovel.
Well, you're looking at about 10 feet of snow or more. Regardless of me getting my car out, that'll come with time.
And there's a car in here somewhere?
There's a car in there buried. Inside of that there's a truck. So I'm not even considering that. We're hoping that the city, when time comes, that they'll get around to it and bring it in so far.
For now, French is waiting it out and hoping to hear the rumble of the dump truck convoy coming back his way. Zach Gowdy, CBC News, St. John's.
Welcome back to Here and Now in Kilbride. The cars, like this one here, buried. And Stephen Aylward trying to do his best. I gotta lend you my mitts, buddy. So what's the situation here?
But you can see it fighting through.
Yeah.
It's a racket.
When I came by there, I saw you heaving the shovel and all that. Here we are. This is what, 4 or 5 days since this has happened? What's life been like for you?
Well, finally getting a chance to go out this today, walking back and forth to hospital the last couple of days, bringing stuff back and forth to the girlfriend's dad, and haven't really been able to put in any time on it, so
yeah,
I'm going at it now.
Some of us are forgetting that places like Kilbride, other spots, this is still socked in.
The wind went up the street, and we got nailed here, as you can tell by what's still around here.
And you got this car here, and behind me there's another car right here. So a lot of digging that has to be done around here. Are people sort of helping out a bit, or are you stuck on your own here?
Pretty much. Well, for this year so far, I'm on my own. This is the first day I started trying to make an attempt at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting some help off. I does a bit of work, shovel the buddy's driveway upstairs, so
Yeah.
I got a bit of help next door off him.
And I notice if I look behind us here where there's that no exit sign over there, we can sort of swing around, we can actually see that. That's where the city has kind of piled stuff up. It's going to be a while until this is cleared off, even if you don't get your stuff done, right? I mean, look at the size of that.
It's there. I don't know whenever they're going to get to it. They're doing a good job, so just hang around and wait.
Yeah, you seem to have a pretty positive spirit about things. You're sort of keeping your cool, you're good?
Well, no one calling the city giving him a hard time. There's enough people doing that now as it is.
All right, Rick, you've been at this for a while. How's it going?
Not bad. Pretty good now.
Yeah?
It's about all done. If I get my rig started, I'll be happier.
Yeah. Oh, the rig's not working?
No.
Uh-oh.
The anti-theft is locked down, right?
So the good news is no one's staying in your car, and the bad news is you're not getting your car.
No, I'm not getting in it, no.
Now, you've been around for a while?
Oh, yes.
Right. What do you make of this storm?
It's only small compared to years ago when I see it.
Really?
Yes.
Well, do tell.
I see the top of the poles, snow.
Like even like I have to the window there, your house?
Yes. And I mean, say, we live down there in Bay Bulls Road. We had a tunnel dug from our front door to the main road.
A tunnel?
A tunnel.
So there's so much snow you basically...
Yes. Well, that's it, but
yeah.
You gotta do, you gotta do.
You guys seem to be helping each other out too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, boy. That's the main thing what people do, help people out.
Yeah. Makes you feel kind of good helping someone out too,
oh,
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, say, Mrs. across the street.
Yeah.
I'm over all the time with her, right?
Yeah.
She's 73 years old.
Well, she's lucky she's got you.
What?
She's lucky she's got you.
Oh, yeah.
I'll leave you my address, okay?
Yeah.
It's in town. Still a bit of snow to go.
Yeah.
Listen, all the best, right? Good luck now.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, well, it's quite the scene out there in Kilbride and other parts of the city. If you live in a place that actually has been cleared out, you can forget. There are places that are still really buried. And as you've seen, people talking about acts of kindness, making people feel good. Well, Mount Pearl's no different. A group of generous neighbors banded together to shovel out those who were buried by the blizzard. Our Zach Gowdy swung by for one of their stops.
Yeah, I'm Rocco.
Wow, hi.
Nice to meet you, Inam.
Inam, yes.
Yes. Lala.
Inam Mohaddin.
Yes, Inam Mohammadin.
And you're from Sudan?
Yes, I'm from Sudan.
Hi, now
Hello,
I'm
nice to
Andrea.
meet you.
Nice to meet you
Hi,
too.
very nice to meet you.
Why did you want to come down and lend a hand tonight?
Just to give back for this amazing community. They support me a lot, me and my kids. So that is time to give back.
How does it feel for you to be looking around your community and just to see it transformed with this snow?
I feel very I scare about how much this is now, I think, because I come in from far away, I come from Sudan. So that is very second winter for me, but last winter is like more, no bad, but that winter is coming like crazy, so.
It's on Facebook. There's a lot of people need to be dug out here in Mount Pearl. So put a little message on Facebook and, got a lot of people to come out and start doing it. So we got our first one done. We started at 6. We got the first one done by 6:20. Many hands make light work.
I know this is your neighborhood, John. Do you know anything about the person who lives here, how much this means to them?
This is actually my neighbor. She's disabled, and I normally do her driveway in the wintertime, but it's just getting crazy, So we did what we could. We got her plowed, but the car was so dug in, it was almost impossible to get it away. So we got 7 people here with us today, 7 or 8 people with us, and great. We got men, women, we got everybody here.
John, the Army is going around doing much of the same thing. Why did you still feel it necessary to try to organize yourselves, other people who live in the city, to pitch in and lend a hand?
Well, St. John's got it tougher than we do. Let's call it, be honest about that. They got smaller roads, bigger infrastructure, and there's more of challenge down there. And here in Mount Pearl, we got a good community spirit, so it's no problem to get a bunch of people out. We got people bringing coffee and everything. It's fantastic.
How did it feel for you to get such a response to the message you sent out and now to see all this support here with you tonight?
Oh, it's excellent. It's outstanding. Warms your heart for sure. But, we still got 3 more to do, so we got to keep our energy going.
The weather update is brought to you by Belltone, your partner in better hearing.
All right, get to the weather, but first talk about snow measurements.
Yeah, we're going to talk about how far forecasting has come over the years, because, you know, we had plenty of time before this forecast came out, or before we actually had the event, that we knew we were getting the big one, right? So Rodney Barney tweeted a bunch of stuff this morning that I thought you'd be really interested in. So April 6, 1999 was the old record. 68.4 centimeters of snow had fallen. Now, here's some interesting information. As of the morning before, so this would have been on Sunday.
Right.
They only had 10 to 15 centimeters in the forecast.
What?
Exactly. Now go ahead to the next day, which here this is 4 p.m. the Sunday. They issued a heavy snowfall warning. So 15 to 20 centimeters was expected by Monday evening.
Right.
And then again, in the morning on the 5th, so this is 8 hours before the storm was supposed to hit, they upgraded to a blizzard warning with 20 to 25 centimeters in the forecast. Now,
this is 20 years ago in 1999.
that's right. And then just to put that into perspective, over 80 centimeters had fallen with that system. So we've certainly come a long way, which is good news as far. I just thought that was really interesting, just to show that, because we had so much warning with this one. But
so what you're saying is you're much better than they were 20 years ago, right?
It's not me. The forecast models are much better.
Okay.
We can really only go with what we have at our hands, and our tools in our toolbox, as they say. But the good thing is we do have them in the toolbox now, and this is what it's looking like for Friday. And temperatures look like they are going to climb up. We're looking at back down to those cooler temperatures, as I mentioned, up through Labrador, but plenty of sunshine in the minus teens. Across the Avalon, we're looking at about -1 to -5. Again, we're looking at that potential for some flurries moving in for parts of most of the day, rather, with some sunshine in the mix there as well. Over the next 5 days, this is where we're going to be sitting. So we're looking at about -5 for St. John's and Eastern Newfoundland. Temperature not moving much into Thursday night. By Friday morning, should bump up again, as I mentioned, about -1, and then drop like a rock overnight into Friday, Saturday morning with some sunshine. It does look like the weekend will be pretty quiet. Then we're watching a system for Monday. At this point, doesn't look like it'll be anything significant, but we could see some snow through the day on Monday, -2, and then -4 as your overnight low. Now for parts of central Newfoundland, pretty quiet other than the chance of some flurries on Friday. Sunshine the story for Saturday and Sunday, and then again that low moving in for Monday. A little bit of we're not really sure what's going to happen with that yet, just because there's a little bit of areas where it's saying no snow and then others showing snow. So -3 right now is what we're looking at. -5 will be your overnight low. Before we get there, though, temperatures will be dipping into the minus teens. For Western Newfoundland, generally unsettled. Onshore flurries tomorrow, again, could pick up anywhere between 5 to 10 centimeters. In higher elevations, that could be upwards of about 15 centimeters. Certainly in the Gros Morne area, that's possible. And then towards the weekend, temperatures will be hovering in the minus single digits, but overnight lows will dip back down again. By Sunday, it looks like some clear skies and -4. And then again, that potential for some flurries or light snow on Monday. For Eastern Labrador, flurries tomorrow, and then it's quiet again. Those temperatures will dip right back down to seasonal, with overnight lows sitting in the minus double digits, or -20s really there. And then same thing for Western Labrador, -6 tomorrow, and then back down. But that's still a little bit above seasonal, actually, for you, with some flurries on Saturday and Sunday and Monday, looking at sunshine. Well, take a look at that shot. Isn't that a beauty?
That is a fabulous. Are those boats down on the lower screen?
It looks like they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's on a lake somewhere. I'll tell you where this is too when we come back.
Well, as you saw live tonight, the state of emergency technically is going to continue until 6 o'clock on Saturday morning. No doubt I can tell people are already taking to social media to share their enlightened thoughts, shall we say, on it. It's going to cause a bit of controversy by some people who think it should be pulled. But hey, there's a lot of snow, as you saw from Kilbride. There's tons to get rid of, so, you know, I guess you should give them a chance, see what happens, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about the weather photo? Yeah,
Why
let's look
not?
at that. Beautiful photo there, and it was taken in
Beautiful.
Wrong Counter East.
Wow.
Isn't that great? We rarely get photos from there, so thank you so much for sending a photo in there. This is actually Ronconter Lake.
Ah,
and
okay, I
Andrew,
was wondering.
Yeah,
So you knew it was a lake.
I did, yeah. That's why I
Man,
said that.
she's good. I don't see a lake. I thought, man, that looks like a river to me.
I picked the photo, Anthony.
Uh-huh.
Andrew Baker, thank you so much for sending that photo in. And if you have any weather photos you'd like to share with us, send them to nophotos@cbc.ca.
All right, we received some queries about a documentary that we're going to bring you called Killing Time. That was supposed to go tonight, but obviously the blizzard has changed our programming. That's a special CBC documentary produced by our own Chrissy Holmes and Ariana Kellen. We're going to hold that documentary. We'll have that for you next week. All right, have a great night. We'll be back tomorrow.
Good night.